Okay, I believe you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to continue from where we stopped in our slides. But before I proceed, if your mic is on, you can just turn it off. If your mic is turned on, turn it off. All right, thank you. Okay, now we're talking about the different digital career paths. And for the sake of those that are just joining today, let me just start from this slide, a slide backward. And we discussed that in the digital space, there are different opportunities for you. There are different opportunities for me. And for those that joined the training from the beginning, we also advise that it is good as a beginner, if you are starting starting in digital world, you should pick at least one skill to start with, because most of these skills, as you see them, they are very vast. They are vast in their own way. And I explained the different career paths that is going to be available to you, depending on your passion, your goal, your interest. These days, people jump into learning skills based on, okay, this one is what is bringing money. Yes, all of them. But I tell you that no matter the skill that you pick here today, all of them pays. All of these digital skills, all of them pay. It's just depending on you to pick the one that you know that even though you wake up by 2 o'clock and you are learning the tutorial, you will not get tired. Or you wake up by 1 a.m. or you know you can deny yourself sleep to learn that particular thing. That's the one that you should go for, so that you don't get tired in time. So we can see that we have digital marketing as a skill. And we said that digital marketing is about the sales or the promotion of product and services using different strategies. There are different ways that you can work as a digital marketer. So digital marketing is very vast. There are still some people, you can pick one of those digital marketing skills and start with that. If you're interested in digital marketing, we spoke about content creation, about creating valuable contents. Could be posts, it could be reels, it's just creating posts, creating content on the internet. It could be for your client, it could be a research paper, anything that has to do with writing or written words is content creation, okay? That communicates with people, communicate with the outside world, communicate globally. Now, there's another skill that is data analysis. And I explained that data analysis has to do with numbers, okay? Data analysis has to do with numbers. It's very easy. It's just like doing 1 + 1 = this, this plus this equals to this. Getting the particular number for a particular project. I don't want it to sound very broad. It's very easy, okay? It's just like we have 120 people on the group. Okay, let's say for the first class, we have 120 people on the group. And then out of that 120 people, 60 people out of that number were able to join the first class. Okay? Then the second class, the number dropped to 20. The third class, the number dropped to 10. You know, that is data analysis already. So I will take my time and look at it and say, okay, these people joined this time. Why? It's like getting insight from numbers. Getting insight from numbers, that is data analysis, okay? It's just like getting information from the data, from the numbers that you have gotten based on the project that you are working on. If you are doing let me say a company employs you, and then they are selling let's say they sell power tools, okay, and then they have 100 stock, and out of that 100 stock of power tools, different types, there's power drill, there's hammer drill, there's spanner, there's plier, and then those 100 goods that they have, in a month, they were able to sell 60 out of it. Now, out of that 60 that they sold, the highest people that made purchase on that on those power tools item, the highest people that bought pliers, in fact, there was a high number of demand for pliers. So out of that 100, pliers was the product that sold the most. So the company will sit down and say, why did plier? How come? But most of all these things, you wouldn't really know when you're just seeing, because you are working with thousands of data. So just getting, you can even have 5,000 requests. You are going to see something like that very soon. You have 5,000 data from a particular company, and they tell you, can you check which item sells the most? Then you can say, okay, based on my research, pliers sold the most in May. It sold the most in April. It just depending on your, that is just data analysis. Just getting in, just take it that it is getting insights or getting information from numbers based on existing data. You are not manufacturing the data. It is what they give you that you work with. That is data analysis. Then for virtual assistants, for those that are going to be interested in this one, these are people that support businesses. Okay, how do you support businesses? It's just like me now. I have someone, let's say I have a virtual assistant that is working with me. Virtual assistant in the sense that the person doesn't have to be with me physically. Okay, that's that virtual, you see, just online. The person is working with me, and then I tell the person, create a post and send it to the WhatsApp group. Tell them we're having a class today. The person will do that. If I have maybe a student book an appointment with me, the person will inform me, oh, ma, somebody booked an appointment with you. One Mrs. Esele booked an appointment, or Miss Esele booked an appointment, or Chief D's booked an appointment with you. Are you free for today? That is the job of that person. They assist, they support. Okay? Just all these little things that or maybe some virtual assistants, they send emails too. I can say, okay, please send an email blast to my student. Let them know that we won't be having class tomorrow. And then the person will go ahead. Just somebody, just an assistant that will make my job easy. That is the job of a virtual assistant. Okay? Then we spoke about, are you guys still following?
Yes.
Yes,
okay. Then we spoke about graphics and design, and we said graphics about creating stunning visuals that communicate ideas. Yeah. What you are seeing before you now, it's a graphics. Okay? And this graphics is here to pass a message to you so that you can understand. It doesn't take me anything to just list this thing out. Digital marketing 1, content creation 2.
Sorry,
put it in bullets.
your screen.
Okay. Yeah. You can see my screen.
Yes, I said
Who else cannot see my screen?
Me personally, I can't see your screen. Okay, now I can see it.
Okay, this could be network. Can every other person see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry about that. It should be network, but anytime you don't see it, just hold on a bit. It will pop up. Network is not really stable in this part of the world. So let us just, but be rest assured that is also recorded. But the advantage of joining classes is that you have the opportunity to ask questions. You have the opportunity to, I'm so sorry. I have a call now. Okay, 1 second. Let me go back to my slide. Okay, can you see it now? Hello? So sorry, I had a call, so, but let me just, okay, just give me a moment. Let me let this person know I'm in a training. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now we also want to talk about, we're talking about graphics, right? So I said the reason why I have these graphics before you is to pass information. Okay, there are people that you do flyers, you do designs, to promote a brand, to promote a business. It could be a banner. Okay, It could be a blog, a banner. It could be a YouTube thumbnail. Designs are used to communicate information. So they should be done strategically. So that's why it's a skill. They are experts. There was a design I saw like 3 weeks ago. It was a company that was promoting their staff. So they just did a design to congratulate the man. But if you see the design, it was looking like the man has passed on. Like the design is like call to glory. So people commenting was like, oh, those that are not people these days, they're not patient to read. They were just saying, oh, rest in peace, rest in peace. It was later people started realizing that this is not an obituary design. Oh, this is actually a promotion design. So there are different elements you put together in a design that will make it look as if it's an obituary design. But now, as you're looking at this one, you know that this is an educational design, right? Are you following?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So the purpose is to pass information. And the elements that you put in different places will determine what it is used for. If you see a professional designer design an obituary design, you will know that, okay, this, even before you read anything, you will know that, oh, this person, they are so rest in peace. Or if you see that it's a job, it's a company design, when you just look at it, you will just see it from the branding, from the arrangement, you will know. If you see an educational design, you will know. It's just like LinkedIn. There's also branding in design. Do we know what is branding? Branding is like using the company voice to speak to people. They have a particular tone. They have a particular way they want to be seen. And the most common one is that they have the colors that they work with. So that it's just like most of my designs. Now, if you look at them, you see orange, you see blue, you see, like when you take a look at it, you know that, oh, this is SkillBow Institute. That is also branding in design. Are we following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that is for graphics. Then we'll talk about web development. Okay. And we said web development is just like for people that are interested in building websites, web applications, that is web development. They use codes, but there are different ways. Even as a beginner, there are different ways that if you're interested in that, there are different ways that you can start as a web developer. You can start with HTML code. Later on, when you understand that, even from that, you learning HTML, you can still be able to scale up as a developer. Even now with AI and everything, writing code now is very easy. A lot of people can write codes now just using AI and a little knowledge. So that is for web development. And we said that most of these skills, when you learn them, it will open doors to opportunities that you do not expect. A lot of opportunities. You can work remotely. And another thing you guys need to know is this. In the digital space, okay, you all have an advantage. I see situations whereby, just imagine that you are working in a company and your job, if you are not at work, if you are not physically present in that environment, that's your is as good as you did not go to work that day. You understand? It's like if you are not there, you are not working. Even in your house, you cannot work. It's just like most bankers now. If they are in their houses, they can't work. Can they work? Because most of these banks, they have special internet that they use that work inside the bank. So if they leave that premises, their job is over. Are we following? But the advantage that you get as a digital expert or just a digital expert is that you can work from anywhere. And working from anywhere these days is the future. Is the future. I see people, maybe they get married. I've seen a lot of people. Let's say they are working in Lagos, then they get married, they relocate to Abuja. Whatever job they are doing in Lagos is over. They have to start life afresh again in Abuja and start looking for a job. Are we following?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, once in a while I have to be checking because the network can be funny sometimes. So let me not just be talking to myself. So that's why I'm always checking to be sure that you guys are there. Okay, so the advantage you have is that you can work from anywhere. There are even students these days, even from school, they are earning online. They are working with companies already. Nobody cares about how you look. Nobody cares about whether you are there or you're not. The major thing is that, do you have the skill? Can you serve us are you available? As long as you're available online, the company is good. Even if you are relocating or you're moving anywhere, your presence will be the least reason why you stop working for that particular company, because you have a skill set. So gone are those days. So if there's anyone here that think, oh, if this digital thing stress me, I'll just leave it. Don't leave it though, because working online, working remotely is your advantage. Of course, there are still companies that you still need to go there. Some will tell you, they call it hybrid. You can go twice in a week, or you can go thrice in a week, depending on your arrangement. Some of them, they will still tell you to come every day. But if there's an emergency and you are not able to be physically present, they know that you will still work. Are we getting the point? Nobody feels like, oh, this person did not come to work today. I beg, he's not useful today, or maybe he did not show up for 1 week. They'll say, I beg, let's replace him or let's replace her. But in the digital space, you are always ready. You're always ready. The only thing that can weigh you down, maybe you are sick, you take a day off, that is fine. But your location will be the least of your problem. That's why try as much as possible to key into one of these skills, because the world is going towards technology and I don't want all of us to be left behind. So start from somewhere. In a couple of months, a lot of people will already go far. They might even land jobs that will serve them. So that is for those that joined us today. Then in our last class, we also spoke about digital marketing. We said there are different branches. That's why I said, even in digital marketing, you can, as a beginner, you can pick one first in here. But the advantage of joining this training is this: you have insights about what is expected of you and what is obtainable. A lot of people say, oh, digital marketing, but they don't even know what makes up digital marketing as a skill. There are a lot of skill sets inside digital marketing, but somebody will just tell you, oh, this is easy. There are lots of skills inside here that you can start with. So don't think because you see social media creators is claiming to be digital marketers just because they are on social media. They have never sent any email. They have never run ads. They have never done influencer marketing. They have never done website marketing. They have never done marketing automation, but they say they are digital marketer. That person is not qualified to be a digital marketer. There are a particular skill set that you should have that makes you a digital marketer. So the advantage of joining this training is that you know what is expected of you, but you are starting from somewhere. So you pick one and start. When you feel you have learned enough in that particular one of those skills, you pick another one. You pick another one. If you have like 2 or 3 or 4, you can say, oh, I'm a digital marketer. And yes, you say yes, you are qualified to be one because you have at least 3 of those skill sets that a digital marketer should have. You are not limited. Are we following?
Yes.
So that is for digital marketing. We have email marketing inside. We have social media marketing inside. We also have content marketing inside. Most of all these skills that you have, there's always content marketing, because we are not doing sign language, are we? You have to write. You have to, even if you are building a website, you have to use text. Am I correct? You have to communicate. So content marketing is always inside most of these skills. Even every day, even here now, we have been using content marketing to communicate. Since I had to drop a message on the group, I have to send you ads. I have to communicate. Okay. So as long as you are someone that wants to be in digital space, content marketing should be something that, no matter the field, it should be something that you should put into your learn how to do book or any list that you have that you're writing the skills that you're interested in. Very important. We have SEO marketing. SEO marketing is, those people that, let's say, for example, you want to buy a bag and you go online and you search where to buy bags near me. And then Google will tell you, SkillBow company sells bags. Number 1. On the first page, you see SkillBow Institute, number 1. The second one, you see Jumia. The third one, you see Gigi. That is SEO marketing. Why? How come those companies are ranking? That is SEO marketing. to be on the first page of Google when you are searching anything. That is SEO marketing. Are we following?
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Mm-hmm. So I know that most people, they don't think that is a skill. You know, they just go online like, oh, let me just browse, but they don't really know the science behind what they are doing. You going online to browse, so it's someone's job to make sure that you see their company or you see the product they are selling when you go online at your own will. Oh. It's as if somebody is using marketing to manipulate you without you being aware. You can imagine, I want to buy a router. I go online by myself with my data and I'm browsing, where can I buy a router? And somebody is ranking number 1 on Google and I will click, I want to buy a router. So that is marketing manipulation. That is SEO marketing. You can learn that from me. I'm also into SEO marketing. I do that for a lot of companies too. Then for website marketing, okay, there are people that optimize website. You cannot talk about website marketing without talking about SEO marketing. And one thing you need to know about most of these skills is that they are interrelated. They relate with one another. You cannot do without one another. All of them work hand in hand. If you are not doing it, the company will have someone that is already doing it. As long as they know what they are doing and they have a good marketing structure, that's why you see companies, they have social media team. Like the team I have, we have social media team. We have a email team. We have a website management team. We have sales team. We have operations team. We have we have different types of team. That's why you even see online, you see people doing this influencer marketing thing. That's also in some companies, you see them working with celebrities. They just tell them, oh, we want to sign you. Some of you don't even know. You just know that, oh, this person just came out from this reality show. This person have gotten endorsement. That endorsement you're talking about is influencer marketing. It's influencer marketing because the company wants to use that person as a front to say, oh, we sell this, or they want to tap from that person's popularity to sell. That is influencer marketing. If we have any celebrity here, you can key into that influencer marketing, and all of them are smiling. So that is for digital marketing. If you watch the other video, I don't want us to, for the sake of people that have been joining, I don't want to take much time. But if you watch the first video, I explained everything about digital marketing. So I'm going to go to the next one. Are we still following?
Yes, we are.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, the next one we're going to discuss is content creation as a skill. Okay? And you can see video creation here. There are people that create engaging videos, Reels, TikTok. These are what people use to grow social media accounts of businesses. You can create video. Everybody already have idea of everything. All these things I'm saying now, you already know them all. But most people don't even know that it's already a skill. Most of you, I know you will go on your phone, you will go to CapCut, and then you are editing your own video. Oh, I went to this. Let's say a lot of people even do it online. Let's say you travel to like 3 different states. You capture your activities there. You add slide, add pictures, put music. That is video. You're already creating a video. You're already creating a reel. And then you post it, and then you have like 100 likes. You say, oh, you're excited. That is video. You're creating video for engagement. Okay? That is also content. What is content? Something that people find interesting. You are trying to communicate with people in the language that they understand or in the platform that they understand. That is video creation. I also explained graphics design, how you use graphics to communicate. Okay? We also spoke about social media content. And mind you, this content creation I'm talking about, a lot of people will say, it's not just content. Say content, social media marketing is already part of digital marketing. How come social media content is now part of content creation? Do you know that writing posts, it's a skill? To put words together to get results is a skill. It's a skill. It's a very big skill. To know what is going to be, or before you know, you say this thing is trending. Somebody will just write 5 lines on their Twitter and say, oh, so thing happened yesterday. Just create curiosity. Before you know, they add this, add that, and then that's line, that's 3 or 4 lines that they wrote is already trending. That is social media content. You're already creating content that way. I don't know if you guys know what a carousel post is, but let me explain. You know this post that is like a PDF that when you are swiping, you see that mostly on LinkedIn. If you swipe 1, 2, 3, you will just keep seeing the same post, the same. It's like a PDF, but when you swipe, you get to see a new slide. When you swipe, you get to see a new slide. Have you guys seen that? Do you understand what I'm explaining?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that is a carousel post. People also use that, but mostly on LinkedIn. Okay, they use that too. This could be you are writing about how you grew a business from 1 follower to 100,000 follower in 2 days, and then you create a carousel post. First slide, second slide, third slide. You know, just something interesting. So content is about getting people's attention. But you know, these days it's very difficult to get people's attention because a lot of people are very distracted. That's just the truth. They are very, very distracted. So most of these content creators, they have to do a lot of work. Some of them will even go as far as putting a GIF, or what they even call this again. These some funny I've forgotten what they call them. Some funny clips first before they even put the important information in that video. That is to get your attention, just so you can laugh. Or they'll put one picture of one small boy laughing, and then you start laughing. Before you know, you see a next slide about their business. Please come and buy beads. So people try to get people's attention online through content creation. It could be in any way. Okay. Then we'll talk about script writing. Okay. Script writing is also an important skill. There is a project I'm working on now with a client. And in that project, I did not plan to do script writing, but I find myself, I have to do it for that client because the project that we're doing, he's the one that needs to maybe do 1 or 2 things. Like there are some videos he has to create, and I have to write the script of how I want it to be. Okay, so as a digital creator, as a content creation expert, you should know how to write a script. I'm not saying write a movie script, but right now, if you already understand how, let me just use AI as an example to make you understand. If you already know how AI works now, you need to write, if you give AI a script to say, create a video, and Coach Emmy said she's going to the market. Then Favor replied, she's not going to the market. Just a video, just a script like that. You put it into AI, it will generate a whole video of me talking, somebody responding. That is a script. Or it could be a script about me saying something. People even use AI now to create videos of, they don't even record themselves, but they call it AI twin. I could have an AI twin platform like Heijin. They do that. You could I can write a script of what I want to say to my students. Let's say I want to write a script now, but I want you to watch a video of it. I can create a script. I have the AI gene. They already have my how I look from A to Z, my twin, my AI twin. They have it. When I give it a script, okay, say this or say this presentation, that my AI twin will just repeat what I'm saying. What I've given that AI to use to generate that video for me is a script. Okay. Now in content creation, there is video editing. And one thing most beginners need to know is that to edit videos, okay, or to create reels or things like that, is not really so difficult. You can just add 1, 2 slides. The major thing is that you're passing information and people are getting what they need to see. These days, people are not patient. They just want to see, okay, what next? What next? What next? Just editing videos, just learn the basic skills for editing videos and you are good. Most of all these clients, all these big companies are used, they don't want you to bring the planet down in their videos. They don't want you to do one magic. They just want simple things. And like I said before, the little things are the big things. So learn the small things, just joining slides, animating it, adding this one, adding a transition, all those small things. That is video editing. It's not that big. Nobody is saying shoot a wedding or edit a wedding event, you know. So these are the things that you expect to see, or your clients will expect you if they hire you as a content creator expert. Okay. Now, There's also something that is required of you: content and trend awareness. Like I said that the internet these days is very difficult to get people's attention, right? So you need to know how to do research. What is trending? What do people want to see? What do people want to hear? No matter how short your video is, you even see these days 5-7 seconds videos can get your attention. Are we following?
Yes, we are.
And the way you are able to get the attention is by doing research or checking what your competitors are doing or checking similar businesses, what they are doing. You get to know, okay, I need to make my video like this. Oh, I need to write like this. And one thing, I also mentioned it in my previous class, is as a digital expert or as someone, as a beginner going into the digital space, you must know that trends change, strategy change. But one good thing about this training is that you will learn how to move with the trend. Okay? You will learn how to move with the trend. I know that there are a lot of trainings, they just teach you this is this, and then they want you to come back for upgrade, they want you to come back for all those things you get. But there are some things I'm going to teach you that at least it will be part of what will elevate you and you'll be moving with the trend. You can upgrade yourself. Okay? So we go about talking about storytelling. What is storytelling? These days, a lot of people are writing, they just, for example, let's say I want to write about SkillBow Institute, and I say, do you know, I just go online, I'm writing, do you know, yesterday I came across a lady on the road, and she was telling me that she was scammed online when she was trying to learn a digital skill. I engaged in a conversation with her, and a lot of you now, you're like, Coach Emi, complete the story, continue. Now, but this is just like, it's going to be like a write-up, but people will be interested. Oh, what did the guy say? Who scammed her? They want to hear somebody's name. They want to know. That is storytelling. And I tell you that in 2026, 90% of businesses, they are adopting storytelling in their messages just to create that interest. So as you're writing, you make sure it's interesting. Nobody's saying write a full novel, but whatever you're writing online, you just try and make it interesting. Okay? Just put out something that is not so common. Now, we also have audio content. That is for those that are interested in creating, they have passion for podcasts, they do voiceovers, A lot of companies, I tell you, even most of all these freelancing platforms, they employ voiceover, people that have fine voice. You have a fine voice. So somebody have told you like 5 times, Jesus, this is your voice. I can pay. I can just, if you ask me to pay money now, I'll just pay. You have a fine voice, you can do voiceovers. Voiceovers is a skill. The thing is that most of the skills that we have, we don't even know that they are skills. Even adding voiceovers, even those people that you see that they are into music, those ladies talking in the background or saying, or just maybe saying the DJ's name or something. I think I've done that for someone. That is also voiceovers. Okay, you can still get paid for that. In fact, I was just going through a platform. I was just checking out for what's going on, what jobs are available, and I'm seeing someone asking for a company in the US looking for voiceover artists. They call it voiceover artists. So even your voice, the voice that you already have, is already a skill. They are laughing. This voice that you're using to answer my question. Hello ma, I've not done this. It's a skill. Oh. People are using voiceovers they just say their voice artist, just like that. Companies will just tell them, okay, please do a voiceover for us. We don't want to use AI voice, just use your voice, and they pay you $1,000, depending on how long the project is for. Even companies, they still use voiceovers in most of their production. So that is content creation. That is also part of content creation. Photography. Some will say, this coach said, what concerns photography now and what we are talking. Hope she's not telling us to go and film one wedding or to go and photograph one couple. I don't have time for that one. I don't want to be running with camera or lying on the floor to snap anybody picture. That is not what photography is about. That is not the photography I'm talking about. Okay? That's not the photography I'm talking about. Now, there are companies that you could start working for that have products available. Okay? They want you to come around, or they send you a lot of people. I know a lot of you have seen this before, or you will see companies sending samples of their products to influencers and say, create a video with this product. Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
Okay. That is also photography. It can come in different ways. It can come in video form. It can come in picture. It can be you taking very sharp pictures of the company products. Let's say they deal on physical industrial products, or they sell, they manufacture bags, or, they just tell you, oh, please. Some even tell you, edit this picture or optimize it with AI. This picture is very blurry. Optimize it with AI. That is also part of content creation too. There are a lot. All these skills I'm explaining now, by the time you start seeing them, by the time you start working for someone now, you see yourself doing one or two of them, okay, even three. Then we'll talk about writing and blogging. Like I said, there are people that are specialized in writing blogs. You even see them working in publication houses, newspaper publication houses. You know you are a good writer. You can work remotely with most of these companies, even in Nigeria or abroad. I know that a lot of people want they want a skill now that will pay them in dollars, sharp. But if you watched, I don't know, I think if you watched the other video, I keep telling people, try as much as possible to also get a remote job, even here in Nigeria. You can always freelance. It's easier when you are freelancing, when your job entails you to sit down in the comfort of your home. The major thing is that you are giving your deliverables, you are sending your report, you are doing your job. Nobody cares about what you do with the rest of your time. So you can also freelance and still get that dream. But I gave the advantage of working, also getting a local job as someone that is interested in the digital space. It will open your mind. But a lot of things that you learn just as being part of a company. There are a lot of things that you will know. That's why you see some people today, let's say, they're doing they just jump into the digital space. Let's say just learn one skill online, they just jump, get one remote job, get two, say, I beg, I don't even want to work with any company again. But when you work with people like that, you will notice a change between yourself and them, because you are going to be moving with the trend. Imagine working with a company that bring you all together, or put a Zoom, the way we're having this meeting now, and say, let us join minds together and see how we can make this company move forward. Even though you don't contribute at all, you contribute, you learn new things. It's like having the opportunity to learn from different people, having teammates to learn from, knowing how they think, knowing what they know, knowing what they, it's an opportunity. Than being a loner. In the digital space, it's not good to be a loner. It is good to belong somewhere or have a mentor somewhere that is putting you through in most of these things. Are we following? So
Yes.
just take your time, go through all of this. I think if you are watching the recordings, you will be able to have get some information about what I have on this slide. You can take a screenshot, look at them. That will be part of your next assignment. Everybody's going to pick one. All these things I'm explaining, I'll give you an assignment. Maybe after this class, you take your time. Know what you want to go into. You research about it. I'll give you the assignment. After you're done with that assignment, you will have an insight of what you need to know, or the opportunities that are out there for you. I don't want anybody to go into anything because they say it is paying. That makes the system oversaturated, because a lot of people are running the same way when there are so many opportunities for all of you out there, based on your interest, based on your passion, based on your skill, based on the things that you already know. So why are you stressing yourself? And most of you know where you have grace in all these skills that I've mentioned. So don't go with the crowd. Passion should drive you, because that's what will keep you long in this space. And it is that passion that will make you to wake up at 2 o'clock and you're learning a new skill. or you're trying out something new because you like it, because you have passion for it. Don't say, oh, there's money there. There's money everywhere. In the digital space, there's money everywhere. You can know that this is what you love to do. You want to grow in this particular, if it is content creation, you want to go into, start from one. If it is digital marketing you want to go into, pick one first. But at least you know that as a digital marketer, you already have this tree. This is expected of me, but I am starting from here. So you know that you have a journey. But even from that one skill that you will learn, you can still land a job. And most of these jobs that you see that people do not know, they are still learning on the job is what they call them. You learn on the job. What you already know now, they are still going to guide you throughout the process. There are some skills I would say they want you to be an expert already, but there are still some that they are ready. Most of these companies, they want to even be the one to train your brain. They don't even want you to come with so much information. There are some companies like that too. So don't think that, oh, you don't know enough to start. So by the time we are done with this boot camp, I think this is the second week. We still have 2 weeks to go. I know that everybody here, we have the essence of this is to know where you want to go. It's like you are in your house and you say, oh, I'm working here, but I know I want to relocate to Abuja. Is Abuja I like to stay. Maybe you are in Lagos. You know, I like to stay in Abuja, but you are in Lagos. So you say, I'm planning to stay, but you know you have a plan. So that's what you do with this tree. You know you have a plan, but do not limit yourself. No matter how much you start earning from the little that you know, make sure that you are upgrading. Make sure that you are following trends. Make sure that you are interested. Okay? So that is for content creation. Then now we go into, are you guys still following?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now we'll go into data analysis. Data analysis. I know some people will say, oh, this data analysis is so hard. Yes, it is vast. It is broad. It has to do with a lot of analyzing this, analyzing that, analyzing this, analyzing that. But if you start from somewhere, you can get to it's just like you going to all of you here. Like I said, 99% of the people here, they already have a higher institutional advantage. Okay, so most of you already did most of all these things. Even your project work, you did some analysis. So I know that you already know what I'm talking about. But in the digital space, is not so far from what you already know. Okay. Now, there is in data analysis, it has to do with you turn raw. Remember what I explained to you earlier? It's already even here. You turn raw data into meaningful insights. Insight is information. Insight is reports. Insight is the company wants to know, okay, I did this. What next? I saw that these people making decisions from their existing data. You see all these Jumia now, they have data analysts working with them. Now, that data analyst is to say, in our website, we have 10,000 products. Out of these 10,000 products, 5,000 people are wanting to buy. Let's say this is raining season. A lot of people are buying raincoats and rain boots this period. That is data analysis. When you say, oh, it means that we need to restock those items. That is data analysis. Now, data analysis is broad. There are different aspects. There is also a place for you to start from. If this is what you think you have passion for, you want to follow it to the end. You will not just disappear after you learn what you say. No, be me and this coach. I'm not going to continue. Hey, I want to change skill. No. That's why I'm going to give you the assignment, and I want you to take your time and decide on the particular skill that you want to learn. Take your time. Take your time. If you know how to pray about it too. Have a direction. Know where you want to. Know where your star is. Know where is going to favor you. Okay? Go through all of them and know where you have passion, where you know that things are not yet going well, but you know that this is where I want to be. Okay? Now, in data analysis, there's something called data collection. Even in my team, there are people doing data collection. It's their tax. In fact, I even sent their tax this morning. I gave them the sheet they're going to be working with. Now, that data collection is like a company having a platform that are we guys following?
Yes.
Are you guys following?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like a company having a platform. Now, I want to use something that is very popular. Let's use Jumia. Now, let's assume that, do you people know what is Slack? Have you heard of Slack before? The Slack platform.
No. We
Okay.
have not
We'll
heard.
we'll come to that. Don't worry. Don't worry. But let me not go far. Let's use everybody on that group. Now imagine that I tell you that patience, go to SkillBow Institute group. I want you to collect the name of every student in that group, their phone number, their emails. When you are done, send it to me. I want you to put it on the sheet. That is data collection tax. That is it. That is it. You can do that using Excel. I will show you how to use Excel too. These are basic things that you just need to know. I just want all of you to have hope that you are going somewhere, and what you are, this class that you are joining is not in vain. Okay, just have faith. Even me, when I went into the digital space, I didn't really know. I didn't know much. I didn't know much to say. Oh, I didn't know much. I practically learned on the job. Okay, so don't think you're, oh God. Don't mind me. Sometimes I can be very hilarious. But data collection is just what I explained to you now. If I give all of you assignment and say, go to that group, copy everybody's number that you see, get their name, anything they save their name with, put it there, put it on a sheet and send to me. That is data collection. Data collection is a company having their information. They're having raw information. Let's say they're having information of people ordering for things. Oh, I want to buy bag. I want to buy fan. I want to buy router. I want to buy fan. I want to buy clothes. I want to buy. Now they have all of those information. They have as the customers are placing their order, they have the customer's email. They have their, it's just like you filling that skill discovery form. You are putting your name, you are putting your email, you are putting everything. That is also data collection. Are we following? So imagine a company telling you, these people are requested for these things. I want you to create a spreadsheet and put all their information inside that sheet, so that we have a full database of our customer. It must not be customer data. Data collection can be anything. Data collection can be, I've done it for a client before. Somebody can tell you, go on the internet. I want you to research the top 100 companies that can supply me industrial steel. You go online, you start browsing. This secret industrial company, what they call them, you search all the companies online, you get all their names. Muller Designs company, this one, get their names, get the company name, get the email of that company, get the phone number of any phone number that you see. You gather it and keep. That is data collection. And before this class, everybody's going to do this tax. This data, I have a special data collection tax that will impact you. So that is for data collection. Okay. Now, we also have, inside of data collection, in data analysis, you also have data analysis. That is where this data that you have collected now, this data, are we following?
Yes, we're following.
Yes, okay. The data that you have collected, how do you analyze it? There are different tools that people use to analyze this data. Now there is AI. Even in this place that you are seeing in data analysis tools and software, AI is supposed to be somewhere here. Because these days, people use AI can analyze your data in seconds. Are we following? So there are different tools that you can use for data analysis. You can use AI, you can use ChatGPT, it does analysis. It's just for you to collect the data in a very organized way, send it, upload it on ChatGPT. It will analyze, it will give you a report on that data, it will give you insights, it will give you, it say make a decision, ask it will tell you. So most of those things we already have before now, we already have some tools that people use. For Excel, you can use it as a data collection tool. We have Excel here. That is where you're going to put all the client data. Now, for the analysis, people use if you have small knowledge of data analysis, you know there's something like SQL. They use Python, they use R and Power BI. You know, all those are just advanced to visualize data. That's where data visualization will come in. You see people using even in your research project, I know you did data visualization, you know, using a bar chart. You see a bar chart, you see, 50 people requested for LED lights, 20 people requested for this, 5 people, you've seen that in a bar chart. So that is for data analysis. Okay, then if you go deep into it, there are also different sectors. You go in data modeling, But the beginning of this whole data analysis is data collection. Okay, data collection. There are still people that that even with this data collection, they are still earning online. I tell you, they just do data collection. That's all. With that, just add that research I told you about. Somebody just tell you, I just want you to go and get it. So that is already data collection. Maybe when you start from there, you can now proceed. They also have business intelligence. That's why that's what this business intelligence now, based on what I explained, is everything I've been explaining before is business intelligence. Like Jumia, getting their data, knowing this, knowing that, just open your mind to know that the essence of you doing data analysis is to make decisions for companies based on the data they already have. Some even say what they call it data, is it foresight, or I've forgotten the exact name that they call it, but I think is it foresight. Now it's like you predicting the future with their existing data. That is advanced data anyways, advanced in data analysis. You predict what will happen next year. It's just like Nigeria now, with the situation of this country now. There are data analysts that are working in these federal houses. I see. With everything that is going on, they are recording it, whether good or bad, they record it. And with that, again, thank you for data forecast. That is what it's called. They will not tell you, oh, in 2027, this is how things are going to be. With the current data that they have, they will predict. That is advantage of data analysis. And I tell you that, I promise you that majority of these companies, they don't even need you to know most of all these advanced, big grammar. This data collection and these data analysis tools are the major things that they use. They don't even use much of all these over, except maybe you work in maybe you work in a university where you do most of all these advanced, or some other firms that they do a lot of, or they offer the service. And that's the people that go into it big time, to learn most of all these things. But even from this data collection and data analysis tools and knowing how to use them, you're already good to go. You can start earning, and then from there you start growing step by step. Are we following?
Yes.
Okay. Now this takes us to virtual assistants. I know that in fact, when I was looking at my form, I saw this a lot of people, virtual assistants. Yeah. Now let us know what this virtual assistant, what it entails. As a virtual assistant, what is expected of you? Not just the name. The name is sweet, not just the name, but you are going to understand what is expected of you as a virtual assistant. Most people, before they join this training, they did not know. In fact, they just go on Google, they just see text, they're tired. Now, this is a tree especially designed for you to understand what virtual assistant is and what is expected of you as a virtual assistant. This tree will help you to know where to start from as a virtual assistant. If this is what you're interested in going into, you can pick one of these and be learning small. Before you know, you become an expert. But you don't even need to become an expert before you start learning. Just learn one or two of these and you're good to go. Then from there, you start upskilling. That's why I say pick something that you have passion for, so you don't get tired at just one. You are curious to learn more. Okay. Now, this virtual assistant, like I explained before, it's about providing support. I gave example of myself having an assistant of somebody posting things on the group, or putting things out. Just know that your job is to make life easy for somebody. You could be virtual assistants for a manager of a company. Maybe his desk is so full, can't do so many things, but he just wants you to work with him. Just your job is calendar and scheduling. This is one of the job of a virtual assistant. You could use a Google Calendar. We're still going to learn some of those things. And calendar and scheduling. You learn how to schedule appointments. Like I use myself as an example. Let's say one of you book I think before the end of this training, I said I was going to the top 10 people that have been super active. I'm going to have a section with them, so they will book an appointment with me. Okay, I'll choose a platform. So from there, they get experience from that. They will book and tell me, okay, I want to meet with you on the 15th of June, or just pick a special day. That is calendar and scheduling. Scheduling post for somebody. Scheduling post on behalf of somebody. Okay, or you manage their appointments. Okay, those that have booked, let's say a client has booked a meeting with me, and I don't want to bother myself about these little things. I want you to be in charge of it. So it's your job as a virtual assistant to be able to know when somebody book an appointment with me. You always have to be checking. You You always have to take correct. I think you see that a lot in movies. Somebody, you just see a lady on 6 inches heels following one boss that has an elite company. She'll just be working fast with fire up and down.
Yes.
So, but online virtual assistant is you assist somebody online. Okay, that's why it's virtual. Okay, you assist somebody online to manage their calendar, inform them in time. Don't say I forgot to, or your client is supposed to have an appointment with somebody. Say, oh, I forgot to book an. I think you would have seen that in movies. So I forgot that he's coming this week. Oh, as a virtual assistant, your soul, your body, and your mind need to be together. You need to be focused. You need to plan. You need to know your way forward, because you can mess up somebody's day just because you are not paying attention. So as a virtual assistant, you must be attentive. You must know what you're supposed to do. You must keep track of every movement in that person's job or in their activities, where they have to go. If they have to be somewhere by 5 o'clock, tell them. If they need to catch a flight, you tell them. Virtual assistant, they book flights too. We're still going to come to that. Then we come to customer support. These are people that we have that in where I also work. We also have customer support. I still supervise them anyway, but for customer support, what they basically do is when you go on a company website, you see people, you see something like a chat bot. You tell you, send us a message by the side. Have you ever seen that? You go on the website, you see something like a chat bot, something like not really WhatsApp, but it could have any color. It will just be like a box by most companies usually put it at the right bottom corner. Have you taken note of that? Have you seen something like that before?
No.
You have not seen that?
No.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Don't worry. Just permit me. Let me quickly let me share my screen so that you can see what I mean. Okay, now let's use let me check Jumia if they have something like that. Don't need their cookies a big. Let me see if they have something like a chat spot so that you understand what I'm talking. Jumia does not. They don't even have. They're not serious. Let me go to. Let me just use this. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see. The chatbot is supposed to appear. Let's scroll down a bit. Can you see we are here to help you? Here. Can you see this thing?
Yes.
Can you see we are here to help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this is it. This is what I'm talking about. Now there are people that are behind, that are in the back end of these platforms, that when you chat, they are ever ready to respond to you. That is the job of someone. That is someone's job as a virtual assistant. You act as customer support. You are just there, standby on the back end of the website. If someone says, hi, I'm interested in SkillBow Institute, say, hello, I'm here. My name is this. And what are you interested in buying? That is, are we getting it now? Hope you now understand what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is the job of a virtual assistant. You just respond to chats. Okay? You respond to chat as people come on the website live and say, they call it live chat. You respond to them as if it's WhatsApp. It's as if you're just, let me use WhatsApp. Some websites use WhatsApp on their website. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to plug in WhatsApp as a chat bot in my own website. Or even apart from that, they're also very free. There are also other free tools that people use. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me quickly check something. Okay, now that is for customer support. It's not more than that. Okay, just a company will just employ you and say, well, they will give you your login details They will give you information about everything you need to know, about how you need to access it, and they will say, oh, we need you to attend to our customers. You just be there. You must be on that platform live. If you miss a chat, it's an issue. So you must be on ground. You just be waiting for somebody to say hi, or what can you tell me about your business, and how much is this, or what do you sell? If it's your later on, we'll go deep into that later on, sure. But I believe that you already got what I'm trying to say. Then in virtual assistant, there's something called travel management. Some of you already, in fact, you have been booking flight for yourself, going from Lagos to Abuja to Port Harcourt. You know how to, that is already a virtual assistant skill, if you already know how to do that. You book hotels for people, you do, you book their hotels online. You could be in Port Harcourt, but you're booking a hotel for someone in Abuja. That is also a job of a virtual assistant. Let's say for your boss is traveling to Abuja, you're not going, or you're saying, okay, you have booked an hotel, you just give him the number, book the flight, give him the ticket number, all he needs to go is go there. You have done your job. That is someone's job. If you already know how to do that, that is already the job of a virtual assistant. And you can also earn massively from that. They also have some social media assistants that also do social media support. Okay. But this one, they call it, there's a particular name they call this type. I think it's VR. I'm not sure. I think VR. That's what they call it. Now these are people that you act like you are them. You handle their social media platform. It's just like all these celebrities now. They have handlers, people that they're not talking to you, but they are the ones creating posts for the artists. Most of those artists, they have not even visited there. They don't even know what is going on. They just employ somebody. I beg, just be posting for me. If they have recent posts, they'll send to the person. The person will craft one post depending on how the person talks. Just somebody trying to be like somebody to create posts for them. It's just like me giving you access to my LinkedIn page and say, just be creating posts for me. Now, before you do that kind of job, you have to go back and check what have this person been writing about, what is their writing style, how do they write, what type of writing. Don't just go and start changing no. It means that you're not doing it. You just do it. You need to do most of all these jobs before you go into them, especially something that has to do with writing. Make sure you do a research on what they have been doing, how you can make it better. That is also a skill. Virtual assistants. If you want to be a VR to someone, to be replying, acting like them, posting for them, that you can also do that as a virtual assistant. Are we following? Then, are you guys following?
Yes.
Okay, we also have file and record management. As a virtual assistant, you can manage file and documents online. And later on, there for those that will continue, maybe later on, I'm still going to show you how to organize your file and document using some platforms. Now, organizing files online is like having a drive that has all the information about SkillBow Institute, or you have a drive that have all the information about my business plan. You have a file that have information about the company, all the company documents. You keep them properly so that when you are being called upon to say, where is the documents about the project we have with so and so company, you will not be acting as if you don't know what they're talking about. You have a file that have segmented information about updates on the company's activity. Are you following? It's just like all of us are here now. I have a file. For those that are interested in virtual assistant, I'll put all of you in one file. Those that are interested in data entry, I put all of you in one. Those that are interested in digital marketing, I put all of you in one file. That is file management. So if somebody tells me which of your students are interested in virtual assistant, I'll just go there to my file and download it and send to the person sharp. So the essence of file management is for you to be organized, or to make a company being organized. Most of these companies, they have this information, but they don't know how to keep them. They just keep them anyhow. So they need somebody to manage them. So when they send it to you, you organize it based on what that document will be used for. So you're going to have, like, if this is the skill you're going to have, they're going to be sending it to you. Some will give you their login details on their own file management system. But you can, when you go there, you organize it. You check what file is for this, what file is for minutes of meetings, what file is for this. You know, when those information come, you put them in the right place. Are we following?
Yes.
Then we also have some virtual assistants that do research. Okay, somebody can tell you, oh, even only looking for a company, your boss going to Abuja and you're looking for a company for the boss online or booking an appointment. Is that not already research?
Jeez.
So as a virtual assistant, you know how to do online research. You know how to do one or two things for your boss online. Okay, there's something they will ask you to do. Oh, research about this research about who I need to contact. I want to speak to the head of Dangote. Research about the head of operations there. I would like to speak with him. Book an appointment, and you go online. You go on Google. Who is the head of Dangote refineries? Who is the operations manager? Where is his phone number? You said before you research 1 2 1 2 1 2, you get information. You say, oh, sir, I'll book the appointment. That is also the job of a virtual assistant. So we'll go about we'll talk about document creation and management. So this entails you create and manage documents, presentations, and reports. It is not far away from file and record management. They are correlated. Okay. So for you to store all these files and manage all these things, you need to be organized. You need to create a document. The project that does not already have a document, you need to create them and manage them. Then we also have project management support. These are people that the company wants your insights. They are working on a project. They want you to say important things about that project. They want you to do a research on that project. That is project planning. They want you to research on similar events or similar projects that have been done before. Let's say you are working with someone that is into road construction. They want to, maybe in a riverine area, you want to do a research, you want to check publications on what have been done. They can ask you, go and check those research that have been done in this area before in the past 5 years. They want to go through the documentation or the information that made that project to be successful, so that we do not make those mistakes, or so that we can do things correctly. You understand? So just know that as a virtual assistant, most of all these things that you see here, they're expected of you. Okay. Virtual assistant also sends emails. They also you can also manage your boss's email. You can send emails on behalf of him. You can send emails on behalf of, depending on how big the company is and what your tax is. You can also manage inboxes. When important information comes in, they can tell you, please look out for people that are interested in crude oil. And then you are looking at the emails morning and night. When you see somebody interested in crude oil, you pick that one and say, sir, and today I was able to get 5 people interested in crude oil. Say, send me the list. That is, you're managing someone's email. It could be a business email. Most of these companies, when you start working with them, they'll create an official email for you to be operating with. They don't want you to operate with your gmail.com. No, they create just like having emi@skillbowinstitute.com. That's how your official email is going to be. And most of these emails, they create it from their website. Like it's created inside a website. There's a tool that they use to create emails for staff using the existing domain of a company. Since I already have, if I have skillbowinstitute.com and I want to create an email for you, I can say mercy@skillbowinstitute.com. That will be your email. .com will be there, so that I'm not just saying it. .com will be there, or .code, or .uk, anything, depending on what the company URL is. They will just attach your name to it, and they pay for it anyways. They pay monthly. They do yearly subscription. So that is for virtual assistants. Do we have any question? Do we have any question?
No.
Okay. So what will happen is I don't think we'll be able to complete this these slides today. Oh, I won't be able to complete this slide today, but I want you to digest everything. That I have another appointment by 8:30. So we'll stop here today. Then you will digest everything. You digest everything that we have done so far. Are you following?
Okay.
Yes.
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 ma'am.
So just take your time, go through. We have covered digital marketing, we have covered content creation, We've covered data analysis. We've covered the virtual assistant. So we're supposed to look at graphic design and web development. Then I will give you that that assignment. But what will happen is that in our next class, I said I was going to train you on how to create online meetings like this, right? So we'll do that. We'll start with that in our next class. Then we'll continue with graphic design and web development. Then when we are done, I will do other assignments. But what will happen is your assignment today is that what you will do for me is you summarize everything that you have learned today. Just summarize everything you have done today and add it to your on that. If you have done the only one thing about these assignments I'm giving you is that if you do not do the first one, you won't be able to do the second one. Okay, that's how my assignments are. So if you have done the first assignment, you'll be able to do this one. On the second, on your assignment 2 sheets, for those that did not watch the first video, okay, no problem. Try and watch that first video. Take your time. It's not more than an hour and 40 minutes or so. Just try and watch those videos and do those assignments so that you can be able to do this one I'm giving now. So just in this in the tab 2 of your assignment 2, write a summary of what you have learned in this class. Write a summary of it. Okay, write a summary of it. If you have already found your
Please, we did
Are we doing it in class 2 or still in the class?
no, do it in class. Do it in class 2.
Okay.
Do it in class 2 sheets.
In class 2 sheets, so it will be assignment 1. Okay.
And how did you just on that you have sheets, you have tab 1 to 12, right? Just do it on the second tab, no matter what the name of that, what you named it, just do it on the second tab. That's where I want to see the assignment, on the second tab.
Okay.
So just write a summary of what we have done in this class now. Then when we continue in our next class, we'll talk about graphics and web development and some other things. Then I will give you that. There's a particular assignment I will give you. I will choose a particular niche that you're interested in. Okay. But for now, summarize in detail what you have done.
Okay, then but you send this video to the group, right?
Yes, sure. I always send all the recordings, even if for the first class and the second recordings, the links are there. I will still send this one. But for the sake of those that are joining today, what I will do is I will combine it. I will send the 3 links for you at once so that you can just copy it and just create them and watch them. Then this assignment, submit it on Friday by 5 p.m. latest.
Okay.
So create time since you are interested in digital skills. Yeah, go ahead, please. Somebody said he has a question. Go ahead.
Thank you. First, I wanted to ask about the second assignment. Okay, you said that should be in the tab 2 out of the 12 tabs we created. Right?
You know what? Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm going to after this class, before this video is ready, I'm going to send right now. After this class, I'm going to drop the link of class 1 and class 2. So watch them. You will know what to do. I will also put the templates.
Okay, I have
Do you
submitted
understand?
my assignment 1 and 2.
Okay, you have submitted assignment 1 and 2.
But there's no need for that.
Yes.
But it's already there.
The template is
Okay.
already there. I submitted my assignment 1 and 2 together.
Okay. No, that's
So
fine then.
I wanted to ask now, this assignment you are giving us today now, you said it should be on the second tab, right?
Tab 2.
Yes, put it on tab 2.
Okay. Please, I want to seek a favor because of some of us who will not, because at that time of the deadline tomorrow, I'll still be at work. I don't know if I can still have some
You said what?
time. Because at that time tomorrow for the deadline to submit the assignment, I'm still going to
No,
be at
the assignment you are
work.
not submitting tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I said on Friday, 5 p.m. is when you're submitting.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
You're not
Okay.
submitting tomorrow on Friday. On Friday by 5 p.m.
Okay. If I want to maybe last summer, I want to know if on each of our assignments we don't if I'll be glad if there be any correction if you can so that we can improve because the one that I did the assignment I submitted I was expecting like a correction on it or something.
Yeah, all of you will get feedback on your assignments. Okay,
Okay,
you'll definitely
thank
get
you.
your feedback.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. So that will be all for now. Do we have more questions? Do we still have questions? Hello? Okay, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. All right. I wish you all a wonderful week before we meet it. Well, so our next class is going to be on Friday. So we're going to have classes. We have classes for those that are joining us. We do have classes on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, but this is the second week of this training, so we're still going to have trainings on next week and next 2 weeks. Then we'll wrap up. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.